All right, my Naked Gun review. Now, I just got back from the theater watching Naked Gun, and like I said in my preview of the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer, we need movies that are just dumb fun. And Naked Gun is a movie that is just dumb fun, and I would hope so because there's nothing really serious about the damn movie. Basically, this Naked Gun, the 2025 edition, is not a remake. It is a continuation, if you will. It follows the character of Frank Drebin Jr., who happens to be the son of Frank Drebin from the original Naked Guns. If you are familiar with the old Leslie Nielsen movies with O.J. Simpson, they even had a homage to all the old characters where the new characters are the sons of the old characters. And that's not much of a spoiler because that was shown in a lot of the trailers. They obviously had played up the O.J. Simpson joke, which I did like. But this one right here, it's new and unique, and it definitely is made for a more modern audience without catering to the modern audience, if you will. And the character of Frank Drebin Jr. is played by Liam Neeson. And this movie is star-studded. It does have the beautiful Pamela Anderson. It has Paul Walter Hauser. And if you're not familiar with that name, if you happen to have seen Fantastic Four First Steps or Cobra Kai, that's where you're familiar with Paul Walter Hauser. And he's quickly becoming the Pedro Pascal of comedians, if you will, because he is all over the place. Uh, it also has CCH Pounder, which I haven't seen her in anything in a very long time. But when I say this movie is made for the modern audience, it obviously has to have that diverse cast and crew. It has it doesn't have a lot of diversity, equity, and inclusion. I think it kind of makes a tongue-in-cheek joke about a lot of that stuff. And the jokes come fast and quick. There are some dry spots where it's kind of like, yeah, you're kind of stretching this a little bit too hard. There's a couple of jokes that they try to stretch throughout the entire movie, but for the most part, everyone in the theater was laughing. I was laughing. I had a really good time with the movie. Not a lot of woke stuff or anything. If you're worried about that, I know I made the comment about DEI earlier, but it's not really there. Uh, Everybody really comes in. They do a really good job. There's some really good surprise appearances by some people who are not normally cast in movies. And I don't want to give any type of spoilers if you decide to go see this movie for yourself. But I think you're gonna have a really good time with this one. Not a lot of cussing in the movie. Definitely some sexual innuendos, but no sexual situations, anything of that nature. So, is it a kids movie? Nah, the Naked Gun movies really weren't kid movie per se because, like I said, there was a lot of sexual innuendo. So if you do take your kids, I don't think they'll be offended too much by it. But I think you would have. I think overall it would still be a good time if you decided to bring your kids to it because it's not. I don't think it's really rated R. If I'm correct about that. But yeah, so definitely a fun movie for you guys to go check out. And it really does stand on its own. It's a really good welcome addition to the Naked Gun series. Definitely looking forward to seeing if they do a second one. Hopefully, the second one will have a little bit more laughs that really does go at the modern audience on this one. So definitely go check that out. I give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's really good, dumb fun. My wife and I, we laughed at it. We found a lot of the parts to be very funny and entertaining. And like I said, the entire theater was cracking up at this movie. But once again, some dry spots here and there, but not enough to really completely overpower the movie to the point to where it's not funny any longer. So, and definitely do stay a little bit for the end credits. Just don't stay too long because they do make a joke out of that one. Once again, my overall grade for this movie is a 7 out of 10. Go check out Naked Gun. Go have yourself some fun. Make sure you do like, share, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. All that good stuff really helps me out. And remember, this is Chris Bolts signing off, and I will catch you in the next video. You take it easy.